You. What up? All right. We got another one from Challenge.
Okay. What we got?
This is another psychic cringe. Psychic cringe challenge.
Okay. Yeah, man. You know, I'm kind of glad we do this, man. You know, because there was a long time in my life that I thought psychics were real. You know, or at least I don't know if I thought they were real, or maybe I just thought some of the things that they did.
Yeah.
You know, could have been real. But thank God, to Randy. But
yeah, I think that if I see, just like anything else, if I see like a psychic displaying his abilities, then I would believe. But all these people, it looks like, are fakes. At least the ones that Randy has exposed. But if I see it, I believe it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? But I've yet to see someone with psychic abilities.
Right. I guess like if somebody actually had psychic abilities, like could you?
They would be rich and famous. They would be rich.
Could you prove it, or would they be able to prove it?
If they wanted it to be known, they could prove it. But if you really had psychic abilities, would you want people to know, or would you just use that to your advantage? You know what I'm saying? And just work your way up some shit, or just get you some money and disappear, or you know what I'm saying? You could do a lot of shit, if you were psychic.
True, right.
But yeah,
man.
It's like it's like X-Men or some shit.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because I'm thinking like what comes to mind. Because I'm thinking like if. Yeah. Like you remember that lady that was like, I'm a barbarian from whatchamacallit to whatchamacallit, right? Like
she was channeling someone from the past. But I mean, she was obvious. That was obviously she was getting like $500 a pop.
Right,
no, like thousands of dollars.
Yeah, she was getting a lot of money. Yeah, she was getting a lot of money.
So she's gonna keep that shit up.
So she had right. And I guess like that's a psychic ability. I guess you could not prove, right?
You can prove that.
Right, maybe that's like
I think the people that go to her shows, they just want to believe the people that go to her.
Just let me give her money, man. Yeah, that was a bad one, but yeah, man. Yeah, these psychics, they are meant to deceive, and I guess I don't want to hurt the people that do believe in psychics. You know what I mean? Like. But
it could be helpful. They could be helpful in some, I imagine the governments use psychics. The government has like programs where they use psychics and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, they're,
psychedelics.
Those too, but they have like they've used psychics. People who say they're psychic have psychic abilities and shit.
I mean, but do you think with the FBI, did they prove that, or did they, prove that not to be right?
I think it's inconclusive, but they've used psychics.
Okay.
I'm sure everybody's tried them.
Like, psychics' probabilities being able to, assume out of, I guess, information gathered. That's what some of these people are doing, and that wouldn't be psychic ability. That would just be high probability, you know what I mean, or just in some way. But all right, man, let's see some more psychic fails. One of the days I would like to bring you guys an actual psychic, but I don't think we're gonna run across that. I
doubt it.
I don't even think they exist. And if they do, I guess do something that is truly psychic. All right, go ahead, man. You ready?
Yeah.
It's Tonyjurovic. Tony is a diviner, claims he can find precious metals and a host of other things with his divining rod.
We've set up 11 dummy envelopes here that have other folded envelopes on the inside of them. And in discussing this with Tony, we found out that his dowsing apparatus here, this piece of copper wire, would react very strongly to a $5 bill. So I'm sealing one of these $5 bills into an envelope here. Delicious. And it's going to be placed.
He's going to lose his $5.
In a second envelope in this fashion.
It's mine now.
And sealed. And we will shuffle them up. Tony, would you look away for a moment?
Seems
Not
easy
that I
enough.
suspect you might try to peek, but I don't know which one it is now, and I'm mixing them up in every which way. We have a total of 12 envelopes here. And we're now going to place them
Why are you standing like that
down on the
taking shit?
floor.
Yeah.
And then you will try
Like
to
about to
keep
take a
moving
shit.
along with your dowsing stick to see if we get a reaction over one of these envelopes, and if that one indeed is the one that has the $5 bill in it.
His rod is supposed to find the $5.
plus
Divine rod.
30,000
You
About
know how
that,
this is
yes.
gonna go.
down the track. Okay.
Now, Michael, I'm not allowed to give out the skeptics $30,000. I'll have to leave that up to them.
30,000, damn.
Okay, so where we
Gets it
start?
right.
Okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, that's the divine rod?
Haven't we seen that before? A nigga with that
It
shit?
was something a little different.
Look like a TV antenna. What is this nigga doing? Come on, man. Why is he holding his hand?
I don't think he can walk very well.
Are his eyes closed?
I don't know.
Why is he holding his hand?
Looks like the first one. You want to do a double check on that, Tony?
The first one. Come on, man. I didn't see the rod move or. Get your ass.
Before it gets too fat, the rod ain't gonna move. You have to move it.
Yeah.
So it does appear to be the first one.
What
Would
is
you
he
say,
waiting
Tony?
behind?
Seems to be.
Oh,
Seems
okay.
to be.
Shall we find out?
Why don't
Why don't you take
No.
the envelope, tear it open, and we'll see.
What are you going to do?
If it's in there, he wins $30,000.
I'm going to have a commitment, as they say.
We know damn well it's
In
not in
there.
there. Is it in there?
Not in there.
Oh,
So this one.
it's an envelope.
I don't think I'm trying to
He
see
don't
up
even
to the
look
light.
confident.
It's not very easy to see up to the light.
You should be like, it's in
It
that
is possible.
It's the last one.
No, I'm not seeing any of it. That is without opening each individual.
It's not in any of them. It's in,
No,
it's
I
in
really
Randy's
can't
pocket.
No,
It was the last one.
leave alone.
Oh, all right.
He threw it. Why you throw it down?
All right, we don't have
Mad.
Try myself.
You go yourself. We don't have much time. I'm being wound up here. Go on, have a quick go, Tony.
Oh, get your. You've already took some out. Man. Does he like practice this? How can you
Yeah,
practice
yeah,
this?
yeah.
Like, how does he?
Maybe there's no
How did he find out he has this power?
Huh.
Try this one. Here we go, quickly.
Try that one.
Nope. You got to cut the commercial.
Not that one either.
Time's up. You lost.
No, I think we got to finish there. We'll find it for you in a moment. We'll come back and find it.
It's
Going
12. It's 12 envelopes.
Telepathically transmit an image displayed on the card to some selected members of the audience. Is that right?
We hope to do
All right,
that.
Pauline, come on out.
If you open up that box, Pauline, to look inside, and you will see a drawing, pasted, or a picture.
Upside down.
Oh, sorry about that. On the bottom of the box, you see what it is now?
So I can look at it, Jane?
Yes, of course you can.
I know.
Yes.
Right, I can see it.
Okay,
Yep.
now we'll close up the box again and we'll just lay it right back here.
I'll hold it. You like? Do you want me to hold it?
You can hold it if you
Yep,
wish.
I'll keep
Certainly.
it closed. There we go.
You want to hold
Now,
it.
Pauline, would you transmit whatever that was on the bottom of the
These
box to
6
these?
ladies in the front, is that correct?
Now, are you part of this act, or where have you come from?
Oh, she's supposed to.
Do you know Pauline? You don't? Promise?
From
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So you're going to
A
pass.
little bit of just 1 or 2 moments of meditation. Ladies, would you please, and the audience may want to close their eyes too, just close your eyes and relax. Forget the world, forget yourself. Be just with nothing and everything.
He's like, I can't
Just
do
be
this.
love, be patience and be peace. And when you've reached that level where you feel comfortable, I don't want to take you in too deeply, but just the level where you feel comfortable, then just open your eyes. There's nothing spooky or scary about any of this. And open your eyes, and I've been transmitting that image to you. Now you may receive the shape or the colour. It may have no colour. But whatever you may have thought, you saw or felt, just please let us know. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be correct.
You
No
saying
one's
you
gonna
have
cut
that
you
power? You don't have that
In fact,
power
you may be part
to
of a
transmit
happy
thoughts.
experiment, and that's all I want to do with you, okay? Now, if you feel you have imaged something, please put your hand up.
Whoa!
Okay, can I ask you, please, dear, what you thought you saw?
Swing and swing.
I can't quite hear you.
Swing, back and forth on a swing.
A swing. Okay. Was there colour attached to that?
No.
Color? No, there's no
The next-
swinging
who
in the
was
box.
The next lady.
Clouds. Lots of white clouds and blue
No
sky.
clouds in the box.
Well, so you are tuning into your own piece there, you see, and this lady's wanting to get going and do things. And the other lady, I think you...
The colour red.
Colour
I saw
red.
red as well.
Sorry?
I saw red as well.
And you saw red as well.
The
I'm
box
not
is
going
red.
to influence you in any way, okay?
Is that it? Any other? So 3 people saw red, and a cloud, and a sky, and a swing.
That's it.
And what was
I didn't see anything.
colour
either.
red? Anything else? All right.
Nope.
What, so,
Let's take a look and see which one it was. I don't know which one it was myself at this point.
okay. What's the camera? What do we do?
Oh, it's an orange, black, and white butterfly.
And I think the, cloud,
Nope.
the butterfly floats along within the sky, and you can see a cloud usually with...
Yeah, with the cloud.
Is that anything like you saw?
The butterfly in the clouds.
The colour you saw.
And the butterflies
Tell us
around the
that.
I
swings.
said colour, but
Okay.
yeah.
But no one saw a butterfly like that.
You
No.
can test your powers of ESP
Sorry,
test
bitch.
by taking part in the first live national ESP test ever conducted on television. And here's how it works.
First live
The card
ESP test.
locked under this
What is
glass is similar to the cards our ESP challenger is using.
Who made
It was
this?
selected face down at random by Dr.
You gonna see
Krippner,
if they have
and
ESP?
all of the other cards in the deck were destroyed. No one in the studio knows what the card is. On the back of this card, there is either a star, a square, wavy lines, a circle, or a plus.
And now for the
Okay.
results of the national ESP test. Most of you saw the wavy lines, 42%. Here are the other percentages. 11% saw the star, 16% the square, 21% the circle, and 10% the plus. 42% saw the wavy lines. Now, in previous tests like this one, it's been established that most people would tend to select a star from among these 5 shapes. Let's see what's actually
True.
on the card. Dr. Krippner?
Is it gonna be the wavy line?
You have the only key to the padlock, and you've been holding on to it since we began.
They got a key
correct?
to the card. They're taking that seriously.
That's right. And
This is really took a
Here.
mess, man.
here's the card.
Find out if you psychic or not.
Ladies and gentlemen, the card that most of you chose is the square. And as we revealed moments ago, a certain percentage of the audience, 16% of the audience, saw the square, but the winner by far was the wavy lines. Incorrect.
Yeah. Thanks,
Our
James.
last guest tonight believes that by looking at a
Thanks,
photograph,
James. Thanks again,
people know
James.
something about the person in that photo, including whether or not that person is alive or dead. Agnes, earlier in the day we gave you 5 photographs, they're smaller versions of the
Trying to
ones
pick
we
who's
now
alive
have
or
behind
dead.
us. Choosing the photograph was a difficult
some
task.
you do
We
this.
tried to ensure that as few clues as possible remain. I believe you used a pendulum to divine whether or not each person is living or dead.
Correct, yes.
Now, how does that work?
If the person is alive, the pendulum is turning usually right. If the person is dead, either it's not turning at all, or I don't get any kind of reading on the person.
So it's
What?
aura
From the aura.
I see.
Is she a witch?
Your psychic decision of
What the hell?
each person shown. You said number 1 is alive, number 2 is alive, number 3 is alive, number 4 is alive,
Come on now.
and number 5 is dead.
Come on now, all
Let's
of
see
them.
who's really still alive. All of them, except number 2. So you got 3 correct,
Wow.
2 wrong.
She did pretty good.
I'm sorry, Agnes. I know that's not what you had hoped for.
She did pretty good.
You come along to participate, and I think you deserve
That was-
a big thank you.
What'd she get? 3 out of 5?
Unbeknownst to the
Yeah.
Australian
She got four-
public
no, she
and
got 3 out of
media,
5.
Randy would
That's
pull
a
the
50-50
strings in
chance
what may
to
be
win, right?
one of the
Yeah.
greatest hoaxes ever perpetrated upon an entire continent. With the backing of an Australian TV show, Randy virtually manufactured a mystical media celebrity.
All we did is we put him in a white robe. We gave him a big synthetic quartz crystal, because he was a synthetic channeler after all. And he oomed and awed over this thing and screamed and carried on. I am a very old spirit.
Can you give us any idea of what this event might be?
It will be astronomical in nature.
It will be astronomical in nature.
Ah, genius.
While Carlos spoke to Sydney's assembled media,
Stick of Randy.
spoke to Carlos
Stick of
from a
James
concealed
Randy.
room next door, feeding him all the appropriate answers. In no time, Carlos and his manager found themselves an overnight success. When the Aussie press tried to debunk Carlos, as they did here on a national talk show, Carlos and company abruptly ended the interview, threw a glass of water at the host, and stormed off the set. That stunt had all of Sydney talking, and within 60 hours after stepping off the plane, Jose Alvarez had made 8 television and numerous radio appearances and had become headline news.
Damn.
Carlos. Well, we figured
Randy made a star. James Randy made a star.
Irresponsible in that if it looks good to them, if it's got the right flavor and the right number of syllables in the words and such, that they'll accept it if they think people want to hear what the message is.
Yeah.
So we created fake newspaper articles. I wrote them up on my computer. We printed a 75-page booklet called The Wisdom of Carlos. We went into station, what is it, WWOR, I guess it is in New York now, and we covered over the call letters on the microphone and put in station WOOP, station Whoop. Then we got Penn and Teller, who were on Broadway at the time, and we asked them if we could use their theater, and Carlos went out into the middle, Jose, went out into the middle of the stage, became Carlos instantaneously, and sat there doing some silly stuff, swaying back and forth.
Staging media events was just part of
became
their
a star.
scheme. They needed a gimmick the media could focus on. The pulse-stopping routine fit the bill.
The way it's done is very simple. You simply take a rubber ball and put it in your armpit and then bear down on it, and it cuts off the flow of blood temporarily to the wrist, and they're hunting around and they can't find the pulse.
What?
All the media had to do to unmask Carlos was to make one phone call to the United States and check any of the claims made in the manufactured press package. No one did.
But we looked into the audience, and there were people with tears coming down their faces, people clutching pistols and doing this kind of a thing. It was as if a miracle were taking place in front of them.
When all these people were crying, I felt very bothered by the whole thing. But then I thought there are actually people out there doing it for real.
The fakes that are out there operating this sort of a scam don't tell anybody that it's a fake. They just get fat on the money and they run away with it. But what they charge these people is not the money they pay to get into the theater. They charge them their emotional stability, in some cases their health, and in some cases even their lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
James Randi is a national treasure.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
This nigga.
God rest his soul, man.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
This nigga went
That's
to
funny
extreme
that
links to show people.
I mean, it looked like he was kind of like, giving him and setting him up all the way through, so people didn't realize that he was there with the dude. Like, you know what I mean? Or was that before? Do you think this was before he got on TV or after?
Who?
This time with this dude.
Oh, Jose Alvarez?
Right. Think about it. Because, a lot of these videos that we've seen looked old, so I don't know if it was happening before that or after that. But
no, James Randi, created him.
That's what I'm saying. So did he create it before or after the show? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, probably after.
That's
probably
what I mean.
after
So if he got people after the show and you still see him with this dude, you know what I mean? Like, come on.
I doubt people saw James Randi with
you're right.
I don't think I saw anything with them.
Okay, look like I saw them sitting down there, but I don't know who they were talking to, but yeah. But okay. So, but you see how gullible people are out here, man, and
yeah, people doing that for real. People making money doing that, and he wasn't even doing. I don't even know what he looked like. He was just acting crazy.
Yeah, praying to a rock. But I guess if you got somebody smart enough like James Randi behind you, telling you what to say. But then he said he kind of just went on his own thing, And he wore something under his shirt to cut his pulse off, so people couldn't come in. It's retarded.
Well, this was James Randi idea. I mean, shit.
It's smart, but
show them motherfuckers. Show them people that this is just. I think this was an experiment to expose the people that are making money off of this. Hopefully, they didn't show like where James Randi came out and said, "All right, guys, this is a joke. This guy isn't really actually doing this." I would have liked to seen that because he said they saw people in the audience crying.
Right.
So I would like to see James Randi come out there and be like, "This is a hoax, guys. This is how it feels."
But yeah, man. He said he sold out a theater, man. And the fat dude with the rod.
Yeah, I don't know. Look like a TV antenna.
Definitely a hanger.
You know, I mean, that's obviously a nigga trying to just try his chances with luck. It's like maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't.
TV, you want me to go on TV with
this? On
TV?
Possibly make 30,000. Shit.
Oh man,
I go on there too. 1 out of 12 chances of making $30,000. If I don't know if we haven't seen a clip of it, but I guarantee there was a time where a nigga guessed correctly, and James Randi was like, "What the fuck? What if that nigga with the antenna would have guessed correctly on the third one? He would have been like, "It's this one."
I mean, but that's what I'm saying.
This is this one. I'm sure it's this one.
Yeah.
Nigga James Randi would have picked it up.
I mean, but you saw. I mean, we watched plenty of videos where people have got 40%, 30%.
No, I'm talking 100%. What if somebody got 100%?
I don't think there is a clip out there like that.
No, I'm just saying, what if it did happen?
If it did happen, I mean, then the motherfucker would be a psychic.
I don't think that was.
Motherfucker would be a psychic, right? Or motherfucker would be.
No, it's right? The nigga would be.
Or he just got lucky at that point in time and won $100,000 or $30,000. But I mean, that's the thing. Like that's what Randi is doing, is bringing it down to where, okay, if you can get 80% of it right, then maybe. But I don't even think that you'll get 80. I don't even think you'll be 90. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but in those situations. Yeah. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, those can be proven, right? And just out of probabilities and shit like that. But the ones that can't be, like the motherfucker that says they're, take the body of somebody else and I'm still nigga in front of you as. Like, I mean, that's just on you to decide, the person.
No, that can be proven too, nigga.
I understand, but I mean, it's
just like that can actually be proven more than the other ones. But I
mean, like by
for real, like that can be proven.
Analytics.
If you're saying that you're a nigga from the past,
right?
You can. There's questions you can ask that would debunk a nigga very quickly.
That's what I mean.
So but there are niggas that want to believe that overlook those.
The people that paid her all that money to go see her do that and believe that that's what she did.
There are niggas out there that believe.
You know what I mean? Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Like I said, man, I ain't seen nothing that's proved the psychic was real yet.
Yeah.